The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First play from scrimmage, Stafford. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down at Stafford. And it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They give him a gain of 37.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Akers is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Akers again. And not a whole lot there as he'll get him down at the 2. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a third and goal situation.
They'll look to run with Akers.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The kick by Marr is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
There he goes left side. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Seahawks. So they gave up the field goal, but boom, they get it right back. Don't even worry about getting their offense on the field. They return it on the kickoff.
So I see your 3 points.
And raise you
6. Double it up, coming right back at them. And if that's going to be the trade all game long, someone's going to be very happy with the end result.
Myers connects on the PAT. And it makes it a 7-3 lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased, and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford. Sack. Took too long to get rid of it. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. You have to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually drop for a huge loss.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, well, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Going up top for Kupp. And got his man complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out, but I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The kick by Maher is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
Well, good start for him in this one here in the first quarter, and he's now 2 for 2 on field goals.
And I know while the offensive coaches are telling their guys, hey, let's leave the kicker out of it unless it's an extra point, this could pay dividends if this game is tight down the stretch. His confidence is going to be sky high if they need him for a big-time kick.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victor.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now Geno.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Throwing now is Geno.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
2nd and 11 now.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
That was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack, and they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt.
Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Geno now to throw. Walker with a grab, left side. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
The Seahawks at 13-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. He's had a great season, plenty of touchdown passes, but that last throw, not one of his finer moments as it was returned for a touchdown on the pick six. Now he starts again here, 1st and 10.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Smith. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Smith. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. He will drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum. And they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Smith. And for the 3rd time here, and I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
Touchdown, L.A. Cam Akers, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Maher, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. And one told me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Another try after the first down sack. Smith, and the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Off of play action, here's Smith. Steps away. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he...
Touchdown, Seahawks! Will Dissly, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will shrink to 6. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Take it in at the 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Well, the Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Geno Smith getting ready to go again here on offense. He's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd and 12, Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by DeMonte Kazin. And the Rams will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. After the interception, here's Stafford.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Darrell Taylor make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. Sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Well, it's a shovel pass, and it's complete. The result, only 4 yards there. They're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Tough task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Throwing is Smith. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a 1st. Smith now to throw.
He completes this to Walker.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
To the air again, Smith. It's complete to Lockett. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Again, Walker.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4.
Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
A very important extra point there. Up and good. They have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
He's got a man complete. Let's go. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
To Akers.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there, the line of scrimmage, because they're dominating and allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if you bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down.
Darrell Taylor able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, it has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough 1st downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football. I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Smith and incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Now it's Smith. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
So now Stafford and the Rams
down 21-20. A minute 37 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Stafford.
And that one complete downfield to Cup.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And this defense has broken it open as they return to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And with that, the lead is obtained. The scoop and scoop. Always an exciting play in football. And we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This one fielded at the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a...
He's got him in. Complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now Stafford.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
One last throw here for Stafford. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.